17 is underway. From the 6. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3". It's
touchdown passes. There's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Darnold's pass.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Number 22.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And shedding through the tackle. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Kicker's fair, but first test passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He's out of bounds.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks him. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
New York ready to go again offensively. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep. People have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Nick Vigil. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 81 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
3-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Counter play, Drake. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The first quarter with the score tied 3-3.
His pass caught at the 4. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team. How about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
At the 24.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Darnold from the gun, and Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Braxton Berrios, incomplete. It leads to 2nd.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The 44-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Bridgewater now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 15. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down throw for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6. And the Panther first down.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down.
On third down, Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Panthers 6.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's third down. And
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jabari Zuniga. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 24-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Holding offense. Come on, you serious?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
17.
It's not that often you see a 2-point try from that distance. And, of course, it's not that often that it's successful, and it wasn't there.
And who added all this thinking to the game, right? Because now you've got so much extra to consider. The penalty happens. Do you go for 2 from that spot now after the penalty? Or do you say we're going to kick it, which means they have to administer the penalty from the 20,
you would have been
from the
pushed
15.
back further. Yep.
Now you're back further. Can you make that one? It's a lot of extra stuff on what used to be a routine play.
A pass there over the middle to start things out.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Darnold on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
A gain of 3, second down.
Three of the ball carrier. Quinnen Williams on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
A gain of 13.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done now.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here's Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32.
Now Teddy on the keeper.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They run again with Bonifant. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
He was
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Carolina.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
He's going to look deep for more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports.
17.
It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. He goes underneath the Drake. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
On the return. The
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
43-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Panther first
to throw, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Jets 17.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, it's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
For the point after.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Darnold now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14.
This is our time. Our time.
Today's final
Charles, we